Make sure the dryer is disconnected from the wall outlet before proceeding. Open the dryer door. Remove the top panel holding screws. Close the dryer door and tape it. Remove the top panel. Remove the headboard holding screws. Lift and move the headboard backwards a little bit like this. Remove the front panel holding screws. Use 2 wire coat hangers to hold the front panel in place like this. The 2 wires will hold the front panel in place. Pull the drum out about 10 to 12 inches and hold it without removing the belt. Use a piece of wood about 10 or 12 inches long to hold the drum in place. You could use a piece of a broom handle. This is the location of the teflon bearing. Remove the bad teflon bearing. Remove any remaining washers. These are a bad and a new teflon bearing. Install the new teflon bearing. Remove the piece of wood and install the drum in place. Make sure that the teflon bearing stays on the drum shaft. Reinstall the front panel and the holding screws. Reinstall the headboard and the holding screws. Reinstall the top panel and the holding screws. That was the way to replace a bad drum teflon bearing. Remove the top panel holding screws and remove the top panel. Remove the front panel holding screws and tape the door. Straighten out 2 wire coat hangers and use them to hold the front panel in place. I removed the drum to be able to show you how to replace the drum front bearing. But you don't have to remove your drum, okay? You're going to do the repair with the drum on. Use a flat screwdriver to pry the front bearing out. See, this one is bad. Set the new front seal in. Align the light bulb and snap it in place. This is how you remove the Teflon glides. This is how you install the Teflon glides. If this little tab is broken, you will have to glue the glide. Use good glue, heat resistant glue if it's possible. Make sure you don't get any glue on top of the glide. All you have to do now is install the front panel, the top panel, and try the dryer to see how it sounds. The same motor and blower wheel are used on the gas or electric dryers, so the procedures are the same. If you see that damage has been done to the blower, you will need to replace it. The first thing you need to remove is the motor holding bracket screw. Then you're going to remove the idler spring. Now remove the drum outlet thermostat and put it out of the way. Next, you're going to remove the 2 screws that hold the blower housing in place. Make sure you don't lose these screws because it will be hard to find replacements. Now you're going to lift the back end of the motor and pull it out and let it rest on the exhaust pipe. Remove the screw, the clamp, and the blower wheel. Install the new blower wheel, the clamp, and tighten the screw. Set the motor in place. Make sure the blower is inside of the housing. Grab the motor and push it in. Make sure the two tabs on the motor bracket are in place. Install the drum outlet thermostat. Install the idler spring. Install the two blower housing holding screws. And that's all it is to replacing a broken blower wheel. After removing the belt on the drum, secure the front panel so it won't fall down and break the door switch. To gain access to the door safety switch wires, you will need to move the plastic guard. Stick a screwdriver between the side panel and the front panel to hold it in place. Remove the brown-yellow wire, then the white wire from the switch. Untie the front panel and move it away from your working area. Remove these two screws and remove the front leg, and remove the screw from the bottom. Remove the back leg and remove all the screws all the way to the top. Use a screwdriver to unhook the panel. Do that on both sides. And remove the side panel. Number each one of the wires as you remove them from the motor switch, starting with number 6. I like tagging each one of the wires, so when you're going to put the new motor, you don't have to be worrying about where the wires go to. You just go by the numbers. Well, we have almost all the wires disconnected from the motor switch. Whatever you do, do not disconnect any wires coming from inside of the motor to the motor switch. Okay? This is the way I label the terminals on the motor switch according to how many wires. Remove the screw from the motor bracket and remove the brown wire from the idler spring switch. Remove these two screws and make sure you don't lose them. It'll be very hard to get two screws like this. Remove this thermostat. Leave the wires connected and pull it from under the motor until it's out of the way of the motor. Remove the idler spring and remove the motor. Let me show you how to remove and replace the blower wheel and the motor from the motor cradle. The first thing you're going to remove is this screw. Next, remove the front part of the clamp, the blower wheel, and the back part of the clamp. Remove the front motor clamp screw and spread the clamp open. Remove the motor rear clamp. And remove the motor. Set the new motor on the cradle. Use a pair of pliers to close the front clamp and install the holding screw. Install the rear clamp. Install the rear blower wheel clamp, the blower wheel, the front clamp, and the holding screw. That's all it takes to remove and install a new motor in the motor cradle. To install the motor, just put it in place and line it up. Push it all the way, making sure that the tabs that I'm pointing with this arrow are engaged. Install the idler spring in place. This is the way it should look if you install it right. Install the two blower holding screws. Pass this thermostat under the motor and install it. Connect the brown wire to the idler spring switch and install the motor bracket holding screw. Now connect the motor wires to the motor switch, starting with the number 1 wire all the way to the number 6 wire. After connecting each wire, remove the tags. The reason that I like tagging each one of the wires with a number is because it makes it easier to install the wires on the proper terminals on the new motor. It is a good idea to always either take pictures or make a little drawing on the location of each wire. Make sure you don't have any loose connections on the terminals. Install the side panel and install all the screws. Install the leg on the back, the screw on the bottom, the leg on the front, and the remaining screw. Set the front panel in place and secure it. Connect the door switch wires and install the plastic guard. All you have to do now is install the drum, the belt, the front panel, and top panel, and you're done. Let me show you how to install the new belt. See this hook on the motor bracket? Pull the idle pulley and hook the tip on the motor bracket hook like this. Make sure that the teflon bearing is on the drum bearing shaft. Place the new belt around the drum and place the drum inside of the dryer. Make sure that the shaft and teflon bearing are inserted in the back part of the drum bearing. Make sure the belt is in place. Get in front of the dryer and insert your hands under the drum. Use long sleeve jacket or shirt so you don't scratch yourself. Place the belt with the ridges pointing up on top of the idle pulley wheel and under the motor pulley. Release the idle pulley from the hook by pushing it with your thumb. Remember that you're going to do this by feeling and not by seeing. Get your hands off from under the dryer. Turn the drum for a couple revolutions. If the belt stays on, you did the job right. If the belt falls off, you will have to reinstall the belt. Straighten the cabinet sides. And make sure you don't pinch any wires when you install the front panel. Secure the front panel with the holding screws. Install the top panel. And the holding screws. And that's how you replace the belt.